In this video, I will discuss how to visualize two numerical variables. So you can visualize two numerical variables with either a scatter plot or a time series plot. So first let's talk about a scatter plot. So in this example, we're going to look at cost per day versus production volume. Okay, so it looks like as the volume increases, the cost per day also increases. And you can tell that as the line is sloping up. Okay? We have volume per day on the x-axis and we have cost per day on the y-axis. So let's go ahead and do this in StatCrunch. So I have my volume and cost in the first two columns. I'll go to graph, scatter plot. I want the volume on the x-axis and cost on the y-axis. Okay, I can go ahead and hit compute. And this is my scatter plot. So as you can see, it's sloping upwards. We can also do this in Excel. I have my volume in column A and my cost in column B. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. And I'm going to go to insert and I want to do a chart. And I want the go ahead and click on the graph that I want, and as you can see, this is a scatter plot. Once again, it's sloping upwards. Okay. Now let's talk about a time series plot that's used to study patterns in the values of a numerical variable over time. So numerical variables values are on the vertical axis and the time period is on the horizontal axis. So this is when you want to see how things change over time. So for example, this is the number of franchises. Let's say Subway was looking at the number of franchises they have each year or new franchises. So let's say in 2009 they have 43 new franchises. 2010 is 54 new franchises, and it goes all the way up to 2017. And that's 95 new franchises. Okay, so as you can see, you have the year, which is the time across the x-axis, and along the y you have the number of franchises. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this in StatCrunch. So I have the data here. I have year and franchise. And then I'm going to go to graph. I'm going to go to scatter plot. I'm going to put time on the X and the franchises on the Y. This time I want the graph to connect. So where it says how do you want to display, I want to do points and lines. So and the way I get them to both be highlighted is I click on points, I hit shift, and then I click line. So that way both of them are highlighted. And then when you hit compute, you'll see your time series plot. The years along the x-axis. Okay, now you don't necessarily have to do it with the actual points. If you don't do it with the points and you just do the line, it'll look something like this. I'm going to put year, franchise, and then I'm going to do just the line so it connects, and it looks something like this. But I like to have the points on there so I can actually see what it is each year. Okay. If you want to go ahead and do this in Excel, I have year and franchises in the A and B column. I'm going to go ahead and highlight both of these columns. And then I'm going to go to insert, and then I'll go to charts. And then as you can see where it says scatter, there's different ones that you can pick. I want to pick the ones that connect the dots with straight lines. So I'm going to pick this one. And as you can see, your graph comes up. The years along the bottom and the other variable, the number of franchises, is on the Y. Okay. That's the end of this video.